or not just you, but several of the players were about how the preparation had been going the first couple games of the Big Ten. Did you feel like tonight was a better game as far as executing what you guys wanted to do, maybe especially defensively?
I think so, a little bit. I mean, we fought hard, I thought, and that's what we need to do every game. We stay composed, and when you do stuff like that, it's just winning vibes. So we just need to continue to keep doing that, and maybe we'll get more wins.
Sterling, what's this season been like for you? Obviously, you came here with a purpose, and especially the last 2 games, you seem like you played with more energy. But was it something that you thought you had to do lately that changed?
Just talking to my family, they told me that I didn't look like I wanted to be out there. I didn't have that mentality that I normally have when I played back in Seattle. So I looked myself in the mirror and found myself, and just brought more energy pretty much. And just playing with these guys is a great opportunity. So I just had to realize that and get back to my old ways.
From what you guys have said, practice was really tough when you guys came back from Minnesota a couple of days. And then, but then you're also doing like some funner team bonding stuff later in the week. And what kind of an emotional week has this been for the team, and how bad did you guys need to end it with a win today?
I feel like it hasn't been too much of an emotion. I feel like it's been a good week. We had a lot of good practices leading up to today. The team bonding was great. I just feel like guys are starting to understand that time is ticking, and if we want to be in the NCAA tournament in March, then we have to pick it up now and not later.
Sterling, have you led a team in rebounds in a game before?
Actually, yeah, I have. Not this team, though. Yeah, just once.
Matt, about 6 minutes to go, you're down 3, and it had not been a fluid, pretty game to say the least. And then you kind of closed it on a 15-6 run. Really, your defense won the game for you. Can you just talk about how you won this game when for a long time it looked like this might be one of those crazy ones?
Yeah, well, I thought in the first half, even though we had some shots not go down and go our way, I thought we did a good job of taking care of the basketball. And then up to that point in the second half, I thought we really struggled taking care of the basketball. We literally threw it to them 3 times, and then had a lot of breakdowns defensively. But then as the game kind of ended right there on that run, I thought we did a better job of getting long rebounds and then getting stops on the defensive end, like you mentioned. And that's so important to be able to take care of the basketball, get stops, chase down long rebounds when it comes down to a possession game.
Matt, just a stretch there where I think there were turnovers on 5 or 6 trips, and then right at the end of the first half, you guys got 3 straight buckets, and then gave up 3 straight buckets.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to kind of take out of this game when you go back to the practice floor and
Well, I think we had good spurts and we had bad spurts. We just had some simple breakdowns on the defensive end where, we had some success in defending some of their action a certain way, and then we get away from it, and it just puts us in a bind. And the end of the first half, I thought we did a really good job of attacking the basket and getting some plays. Jay Simpson made a couple baskets for us, which were huge. And but we just didn't have that consistency. We couldn't score and get stops, and they were continuing to score the basketball. And we just we didn't have a good game once again, in my opinion, defensively until the last 6-7 minutes of the game, and then we're able to get some key stops, and that's important. And I thought Sterling Carter was huge. I thought he once again was really good defensively, and then he got some long rebounds for us. He got 7 defensive rebounds, and was probably the difference in the game. For us, I know AJ had a good game, but he was probably the difference coming off the bench.
Coach, you already mentioned Jay's baskets, but Kendall was great today, contributed a lot more offensively than he has in the last few weeks. You talk a little bit about him?
Well, I thought anytime he could knock down perimeter shots, it really helps us, and just trying to get him into a flow and as many good shots as possible. And he'll go through stretches where he makes some plays for us, but then he takes some ill-advised shots. We just got to get him to take shots in rhythm. I thought tonight he did that. I thought even a couple of those curls, when people were there, that's still a good shot for him at 17 feet. He didn't knock him down, but those were good shots for him within what we're trying to do. And, I thought he did a good job. We just got into a rut right there in that second half where we were turning the ball over, and he had back-to-back turnovers, and, we just went in another direction with Sterling. And but no, it was good to see him knock down a couple shots.
With Sterling, obviously he's coming off a game where he gave you that kind of effort that you wanted, and now he's done it in back-to-back games. He kind of said he needed people to kind of tell him you're not playing how you're supposed to play. I mean, have you seen something click maybe over break that now he's ready to kind of give you the effort that he thought he was going to give?
Well, I think for him, if anybody's in a bad spot, the position that he plays, he's in there with a guy who has the most experience for us. He's our only junior or senior who has started a full season for us in Tyrone Johnson. So it's hard for him, and when you play him, and Sterling's not a point, and Tyrone's not a point, and you play them all together, you're really small, and then you get up against big wings, and it's a tough task. But with that being said, he's proven right now in the last couple games we're better with him in there than not. And so that's what you want to do as a player. You just want to get a string of consistency together, and you want to force your coach's hand. And I thought tonight, he did some good things. He got 7 rebounds, he played good defense, but he didn't turn the ball over. It's across the board, and things like that win games.
It seemed like Jay had been having a bit of a rough stretch of games, maybe even dating back to the West Virginia game where he had the illness. But tonight, obviously, when they got AJ in foul trouble, he was able to come right in and kind of pick up where he had left off. And how crucial was his contribution tonight? And what did you see differently from him tonight than maybe had been the last few games?
Well, he went to the basket in his post moves. And even though he missed a couple, the last couple times when he got opportunities to score in Ohio State and Minnesota, he shoots a fadeaway. And he just, it sours everybody, especially myself, because he has the ability to go right at people. And we always talk about getting 2 feet in the paint, going at them, making them guard you at the rim. And he's got some ability and some skills, and so he's, he thinks it's going to be like a grab bag, like he's going to get 18 shots and have 7 different moves. And, we want him to play smash mouth basketball and go right at people. And I thought tonight he did that a couple times. You saw that when he stepped out, he hit a 3. But it's more important for him to give us an inside presence, when AJ's not in there. Because, we have Travis we can go to where we can stretch. He can shoot perimeter shots. He can move the basketball. We're better in our 5-man motion. But Jay's got to give us that score on the block, and then he's got to be better defensively. It's important for him to be able to defend down there as well as be able to play at this back to the basket.
Matt, did you see the kind of bounce-back effort that you wanted to see after a week of practice and trying to get this win?
Well, I thought our effort was better. We just weren't consistent in finishing in the first half. I thought we should have had a better lead. I thought we had a lot of opportunities at the rim once again. And we just didn't finish. In the second half, we didn't take care of the basketball, and we had some breakdowns. So, it's I always talk about as a player and as a team, it's effort and results. I didn't like the results until the end. I thought we played our best basketball at the end of the game. We still didn't have much to show for it in terms of what we really should have had because we missed some free throws. We had some free throws. Petway made that really tough shot, but we left some points out there by not knocking down our free throws, and we got to do a better job.